Hello friends. Welcome to English Story Channel. Here, you can listen to simple English stories and improve your English listening skills. If you like my videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me make more stories and grow this channel. Thank you for being part of English Story Channel. Let's learn English together. Daily English Conversation Practice. Part 1. Morning Conversations. Starting the day in English. Every new day is a new chance to practice English. When you wake up in the morning, you can start your day with simple English sentences. Many people think they need a partner to practice, but you can actually talk to yourself. For example, when you open your eyes, you can say, "Good morning. How are you today?" Even if you are alone, saying these words helps your brain think in English. You can look at the window and say, "It's sunny today," or, "It looks cloudy." Small sentences like these are very useful for daily practice. When you go to the kitchen, you can continue using English. You can say, "I'm going to make some coffee," or, "I want to eat breakfast." Try to describe what you are doing. Say things like, "I am cutting the bread," or, "I am boiling water." This is called thinking aloud, and it helps you build confidence. When you talk about your routine in English, your vocabulary becomes stronger. You will start to remember new words without trying too hard. Let's imagine a simple conversation between two people in the morning. One person is called Anna, and the other is Tom. They are friends who live in the same apartment building. They often meet in the morning before going to work.
Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Anna. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. It's a bit cold this morning, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I think I need a hot coffee.
Me too. Did you sleep well last night?
Not really. My neighbor was playing loud music.
Oh no, that's terrible. I hope you can rest tonight.
Thanks. What about you? Any plans for today?
I have a meeting at work, and then I'll go shopping.
Sounds good. I hope your day goes well.
You too, Tom. See you later.
This short conversation may look simple, but it contains many useful expressions. For example, "How are you today?" "Did you sleep well?" and "See you later" are common phrases in daily English. These are the kinds of sentences that help beginners speak more naturally. You can also practice pronunciation while reading dialogues like this. Try to say each sentence slowly. Pay attention to how your mouth moves when you say words like morning, coffee, or meeting. If you practice speaking out loud every day, you will improve faster than you think. Morning time is also perfect for listening practice. While you prepare breakfast or brush your teeth, you can listen to short English podcasts or YouTube videos. Try to find simple A2 level materials where people speak clearly and slowly. For example, listen to someone describing their daily routine. "I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I take a shower." Listening to these simple sentences helps your brain get used to English rhythm and sounds. Another great morning activity is reading small texts in English. You can read the weather forecast, a motivational quote, or even the back of a cereal box in English. For example, you might read, "Start your day with energy," or "High in vitamins and fiber." Reading short sentences like these helps you learn natural language without pressure. If you have a mirror, stand in front of it and practice small conversations. Smile and say, "Good morning, how are you today?" Pretend you are greeting someone. Then answer yourself, "I'm fine, thank you. I have a busy day ahead. You can also ask questions like, what will you eat for breakfast? And answer, I will eat eggs and toast. Practicing like this may feel funny at first, but it is very effective. Many English learners use mirror practice to build confidence and fluency. When you go outside in the morning, continue thinking in English. Look around and describe what you see. You can say, the sky is blue, the street is quiet, or, the children are going to school. You don't need to be perfect. The goal is to make English part of your daily life. The more you use it, the more natural it will feel. Let's look at another morning situation, this time, between a student and her mother.
Good morning, Mom.
Good morning, Lily. Did you sleep well?
Yes, but I'm still a little sleepy.
That's normal. Breakfast is ready.
What are we having today?
We have toast, eggs, and orange juice.
Great, thank you. What time is it now?
It's 7:30. You should hurry.
Oh, I need to catch the bus at 8.
Don't forget your lunchbox.
Thanks, Mom. See you this afternoon.
This kind of simple dialogue shows how English works in everyday life. You can change the names and create your own versions. For example, you can practice with a friend, a sibling, or even record your voice. The key is to repeat and use the same expressions many times until they feel natural. Morning conversations often include greetings, weather, and plans. These are good topics for beginners. You can make a small list of common morning phrases and review them daily. Here are some examples. Good morning. Did you sleep well? What time is it? I'm getting ready for work. I need a cup of coffee. The weather looks nice today. I have a busy day ahead. See you later. Try using one or two of these sentences every morning. You can write them on sticky notes and put them on your mirror or refrigerator. When you see them, say them aloud. The more you repeat, the more natural your English will become. Morning is not only the start of the day, it can also be the start of your English journey. Every small effort counts. Even 5 minutes of speaking, listening, or reading in the morning helps you progress. Remember, learning English is not about perfection, it's about practice. So tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, say, "Good morning, world." Then, think of one small English sentence to describe your day. You might say, I feel happy today, or, I will learn something new. Let your day begin with English, and soon, you will notice a big difference in your confidence. Part 2 at work and school. Speaking with confidence. Speaking English at work or school can sometimes feel scary. Many learners feel shy or nervous when they have to talk in English. They worry about making mistakes or not finding the right words. But the truth is simple. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. The most important thing is to speak, not to be perfect. Every time you try to use English, you become a little better. So don't be afraid, confidence grows with practice. Let's start with a simple situation at work. Imagine Maria, who works in an office. Her coworker James speaks English very well, and Maria wants to practice with him.
Good morning, James. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm fine. I just finished an email to our client.
That's great. Did they reply yet?
Not yet. I hope they answer soon.
Don't worry. Sometimes clients take time.
Yes, you're right. By the way, do we have a meeting this morning?
Yes, at 10 o'clock in the conference room.
Okay, thank you. See you there.
This short conversation shows how people talk politely and simply in an office. Phrases like, "How are you today?" "By the way," and "See you there," are common in professional English. You don't need complex grammar to sound polite, just use clear and friendly sentences. If you are a student, you can also practice English every day at school. For example, when you arrive at school, greet your friends or teachers in English. You can say, "Good morning, teacher," or "Hey, how are you?" If you make a small habit of using English greetings, you will slowly start thinking in English more often. Here is a short dialogue between two students, Tom and Sarah, before their class starts. Hi Sarah, did you do your homework?
Yes, I did. It was not easy.
I agree. The reading part was difficult.
Yeah, but I learned some new words.
That's good. What did you learn?
Words like important, information, and example.
Nice. Let's review together before class.
Sure, that will help us remember better.
This conversation is simple, but it's full of useful patterns. It uses common verbs like do, learn, and review. It also shows how students can talk about homework, lessons, and learning in English. You can copy this kind of dialogue and change the topic. For example, talk about your favorite subject, your teacher, or your classmates. Can you help me with this, please? What does this word mean? Can you repeat that, please? When is the meeting? Where is the classroom? These are short, polite, and useful sentences that help you speak naturally. If you forget a word, don't stop speaking. Try to explain it another way. For example, if you forget the word pen, you can say something to write with. People will understand you, and you will learn faster. Now, let's look at another situation at work. A small talk during lunch break. Hey, do you want to have lunch together?
Sure, that sounds nice. Where should we go?
How about the cafe across the street?
Good idea. I like their sandwiches.
Me too. What do you usually order?
I usually get a chicken sandwich and orange juice.
Sounds good. Let's go before it gets crowded.
Okay, let's go.
Small talk like this helps you feel more comfortable speaking English. It's not about big topics, it's about simple daily conversations. When you talk about food, plans, or hobbies, you relax and enjoy speaking more. At school, you can do something similar. Try to talk to your classmates about simple things. What did you do yesterday? What's your favorite subject? Do you like English class? Are you ready for the test? These are short, friendly questions that help you connect with people in English. You can practice them with friends during break time or after school. One of the best ways to build confidence is to use English in group activities. Join a small English club or study group. You don't need to be perfect, just share ideas. For example, you can play word games, tell short stories, or read dialogues together. Every time you speak, you grow more confident. Here's a small story about Ali, a student learning English. At first, he was very shy. He didn't like speaking in class because he was afraid of mistakes. But one day, his teacher said, "Ali, your English will never improve if you don't try." So, Ali decided to speak a little every day. He started by answering one question in class. Then he started greeting people in English. After 1 month, he could talk for 2 or 3 minutes without stopping. He felt proud of himself. His confidence grew because he practiced daily. You can do the same. Confidence is not something you are born with, it is something you build. Every small conversation is a step forward. At work, you can start by using English for small tasks. Write short messages or emails in English. You can write, "Good morning. I hope you are doing well. Here is the report you asked for." Or, "Please find the file attached. Let me know if you have any questions." Simple and polite messages like these make you sound professional and clear. At school, practice speaking during lessons. If the teacher asks a question, try to answer, even if it's only one sentence. You can say, "I think the answer is," or "I'm not sure, but maybe it's." These phrases help you sound confident even when you are uncertain. Always remember, speaking English is not about grammar perfection, it's about communication. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. Mistakes are part of learning, they show that you are trying. So next time you are at work or in school, take a small step. Say something in English, ask a question, or share your opinion. Every word you say builds your confidence. One day, you'll look back and realize how far you have come, all because you decided to speak. Part 3: Shopping and Eating Out. Real-life English practice. Shopping and eating out are two of the best ways to practice English in real life. These are everyday situations that everyone experiences, so they are perfect for beginners. When you go shopping or visit a restaurant, you can use simple and useful English phrases to communicate. You don't need to speak fast or use difficult grammar. Clear and polite English is always enough. When you enter a store, it's a great opportunity to practice greetings. You can start with a friendly, "Hello," or "Good afternoon." Using these small greetings helps you sound polite and confident. When you want to ask for something, it's good to use questions that start with, "Can I?" or "Do you have?" For example, you can say, "Can I see this shirt, please?" or "Do you have this in a different size?" These short and polite questions help you sound natural in any shop. Shopping in English is also a good way to learn numbers and prices. Many learners find it difficult to understand numbers quickly, especially when people speak fast. That's why listening carefully is important. If you don't understand the price, you can ask, "Can you repeat that, please?" or "Sorry, how much is it?" There is nothing wrong with asking again. People are usually kind and happy to help when you are learning. While shopping, it's also helpful to describe what you want. You can use adjectives like big, small, cheap, expensive, red, blue, or new. For example, you can say, "I'm looking for a blue jacket," or "I want a small bag." These short sentences are simple, but they give you confidence because they are real communication. You are using English to get what you need. That's the best kind of practice. When you finish shopping, remember to use polite words. You can say, "Thank you very much, have a nice day," or "See you again." Politeness in English is important and makes every conversation friendly. Even small phrases like these can make you feel proud because you are using English in real life. Eating out is another excellent way to use English naturally. When you go to a cafe or restaurant, you can practice reading menus, ordering food, and speaking to waiters. Many menus are in English, So this helps you learn food words like salad, soup, rice, chicken, and dessert. Reading menus is an easy way to learn without stress because you see the words in context. When you are ready to order, you can use simple phrases such as, I would like, or, can I have? These are polite and easy to remember. For example, I would like a cup of tea, or, can I have a hamburger, please? You can also practice making small changes, like, without sugar, or, with extra cheese. Learning to say what you want clearly helps you feel more confident when speaking English abroad or with foreigners. While waiting for your food, try to notice other small things you can read or hear in English. Maybe there are signs that say, please wait to be seated, or restroom this way. Paying attention to small details like these improves your understanding without formal study. Every word you see or hear helps your brain get used to English naturally. When your food arrives, don't forget to use polite expressions. You can say, thank you, or, it looks delicious. Using kind and positive words makes communication easier and friendly. Even if your pronunciation is not perfect, smiling and speaking politely always leave a good impression. After eating, you can also practice how to ask for the bill. The most common way is to say, can I have the bill, please? Or, could I pay now, please? These are polite and simple sentences that work in any restaurant. When you pay, you can also say, thank you very much, or, have a good evening. Practicing these phrases helps you use English naturally in daily life situations. Learning English while shopping or eating out is not just about speaking, it's also about listening. You can listen to how people around you speak, what words they use, and how they pronounce them. Listening carefully helps you improve your accent and understand real English conversations. If you live in a place where English is not spoken often, you can still practice by watching short videos or listening to recordings about shopping or food. For example, you can listen to someone describing how they order food or buy clothes. Then you can repeat the same sentences aloud. Confidence grows when you use English for real needs. For example, imagine you are in a bakery. You can think in English. I want to buy some bread. You can even whisper it to yourself. If you do this every time you shop, your brain will start thinking in English more naturally. To make your learning even better, you can keep a small notebook for shopping and food words. Write down every new word you see: milk, cheese, butter, juice, bottle, plate, spoon. Review your notes often. The more you see these words, the faster you will remember them. You can also write short sentences with them, such as, I drink orange juice every morning, or, I need to buy milk today. Writing your own examples makes vocabulary stronger in your memory. Sometimes, learners feel afraid to speak English in public because they don't want to make mistakes. But remember, people will understand that you are learning. Most people admire the effort it takes to speak another language. If you say something wrong, it's okay. Just smile and try again. Every small mistake is a lesson that helps you grow. Using English while shopping and eating out teaches you practical communication, the kind that you will really use. It also helps you learn cultural habits, like saying, please, and thank you, waiting in line, or speaking politely to staff. These small cultural details make you sound natural and respectful. When you practice English in real-life places, learning becomes exciting. It's not about textbooks anymore, it's about connection. The next time you go shopping or eat at a cafe, remember that you have a chance to practice English. Use that moment. Say something simple, even if it's just one sentence. Smile, speak, and learn. Every word you say is progress. If you make English part of your daily life, it will slowly become part of who you are. So the next time you buy something or order food, don't think of it as a test. Think of it as an opportunity. Each word you say brings you closer to fluency. Part 4 Evening Talks and Reflections. Ending the day in English. Evening is a peaceful time. After a long day of work, study, or daily activities, it's the perfect moment to relax and think about what you have done. For English learners, evening can also be the best time to review, reflect, and practice the language quietly. You don't need to study hard at night. Just a few minutes of simple English practice before bed can make a big difference over time. When the day is almost over, your mind starts to slow down. This is a good time to think in English. You can close your eyes and ask yourself simple questions in English. What did I do today? What did I learn? Or, what made me happy? These small reflections help you use English naturally, as part of your thoughts. Even if your answers are short, you are still using the language meaningfully. For example, you can think, today I learned 3 new words, or, I helped a friend. Many successful English learners have a small night routine. They spend 5 or 10 minutes reviewing vocabulary, reading a short text, or writing in a journal. Writing a few sentences every evening helps you remember new words and expressions. You can start with a simple sentence like, today was a busy day, and then add more details. I went to work, I met my friends, and I watched a movie. Over time, your sentences will become longer and more natural. Reading in English before bed is also very helpful. You don't need to read long or difficult books. Even short stories, simple articles, or children's books are perfect for practice. Reading helps your brain see grammar and vocabulary in real sentences. When you read at night, your brain processes the language while you sleep. That's why many teachers recommend reading a little English every evening. Listening to English in the evening is another relaxing way to practice. You can listen to a soft podcast, a slow story, or a short video with clear pronunciation. Choose something you enjoy, maybe a story about travel, food, or nature. When you enjoy what you hear, learning feels easy and natural. Listening helps your ear recognize English rhythm and tone, which improves your speaking skills too. Evening is also a time for gratitude. Thinking about positive things helps your mind relax. You can use English to express gratitude by saying or writing short sentences like, I am thankful for my family, or, I am happy that I learned something new today. This not only helps you practice English but also builds a positive attitude toward learning. Another useful evening habit is planning for the next day in English. Before you sleep, take a moment to think, what will I do tomorrow? You can make a small plan in English. Tomorrow I will wake up early. I will go to work. I will study English for 20 minutes. This helps you think ahead and use the future tense naturally. When you make this a daily routine, English slowly becomes part of your thinking process. If you use a phone or computer in the evening, you can also practice English with technology. You can change your device's language to English, read English posts online, or watch short English videos. Even simple actions like reading headlines or comments can help your understanding. Just make sure to choose content that is calm and positive before bedtime. This helps you sleep better and feel motivated for the next day. It's also important to speak aloud sometimes, even at night. You can talk to yourself softly and describe your day. For example, you can say, "I had a good day. I worked hard and learned something new." Speaking to yourself helps you hear your own voice in English, which builds confidence. If you do this every evening, you will notice that your sentences become smoother and faster. Many learners use evening time to review new vocabulary. You can look at your notebook and repeat words you learned during the day. Try to remember their meanings and make small sentences. For example, if you learned the word comfortable, you can say, "My bed is very comfortable." This active review before sleeping helps your memory. The next morning, you will remember those words more easily. Sometimes, you might feel tired and not want to study. That's okay. On those days, do something light and fun in English. You can listen to a favorite English song and read the lyrics. You can watch a short cartoon or a funny video with English subtitles. Even relaxing activities like these keep your brain connected to the language. The goal is not to force yourself but to make English part of your relaxing time. Learning English at night can also be emotional. You may think about your dreams and goals. Maybe you want to travel, meet new people, or get a better job. You can use English to talk about these dreams in your mind or in your notebook. Write or think sentences like, "I want to visit London one day," or, "I will speak English fluently in the future." These positive thoughts motivate you and make your learning journey feel exciting. Before going to sleep, take a moment to breathe and feel proud of your progress. Even if you only practiced a little, it still matters. Learning a language is not about big steps. It's about small, daily actions. Saying one sentence, reading one paragraph, or learning one word is progress. Every night, you can remind yourself of that. When you lie in bed, you can also use English to relax. Think of calm sentences like, "I am peaceful," "I feel tired but happy," or, "Tomorrow will be a good day." Simple English thoughts like these can be part of your evening meditation. They help your brain associate English with positive emotions, not just study. With time, these evening habits become part of your life. You will start noticing that you think in English more often, not only during lessons but also in your quiet moments. You will begin to dream in English, plan in English, and express your feelings in English. That is the real goal, making English a natural part of your daily world. Evening reflections close the day gently and prepare your mind for tomorrow. When you use English at the end of the day, you are not only improving your language skills, you are also creating peace, confidence, and motivation. Every good night in English is a small victory on your journey. So tonight, before you close your eyes, take a deep breath and say to yourself, "I did my best today. I am learning. I am growing." Then, smile and let your dreams carry your English forward into a new day.